When episode 5 and 6 of Maul Shadow Lord really doubles down on what makes Star Wars fun for hardcore fans, layered lore, visual callbacks, and meaningful connection to the larger galaxy. Right away, the arrival of Empire on Janix raises the stakes, and not just narratively, we see it visually too. The Empire is still using old Republic era gunship, a subtle reminder that the story takes place just after the fall of the Republic. It's a small detail, but it grounds the timeline perfectly. The same goes for the Stormtroopers. Their armor isn't quite the polished version we know from the original trilogy. It's an early prototype. The transitional design helps bridge the gap between Clone Wars era and the rise of the Empire. One of the coolest additions is the introduction of Marok as a living Imperial ingested. Fans previously saw him in Ashoka, but in a very different form. Here he is active, dangerous, and finally gets proper dialogue, making him feel like a real threat instead of just a mysterious figure. There's also classic callback to Obi-Wan Kenobi with the Jedi mind trick scene. It's almost identical to the one in Star Wars A New Hope, except this time it doesn't fully work. That twist is great because it reminds us that Force isn't foolproof. Then we get a deeper look at Darth Maul himself. In Episode 6, Maul is shown practicing his lightsaber techniques, especially Form 7, Juyo. It's an aggressive, emotional driven style that fits his character perfectly. This isn't just a flashy scene, it's a nod to a deeper canon and how Sith actually fight. Another fun Easter egg finally gives a name to that random game seen in Star Wars The Phantom Menace, Botekin. It's one of those tiny details that has been flooding around for decades and now it's officially canon. Visually, there's a lot to love too. We see early versions of ATST walkers, classic probe droids patrolling the street, and even a blink and you miss it moment where an astromech serves drinks, just like the R2D2 did in Return of the Jedi. It's a fan service but done right, quick, clever, and not distracting. There are some deeper story hints. Maul's interest in training Devon as an apprentice follows classic Sith tradition, where betrayal isn't just expected, it's encouraged. But this decision is clearly causing tension, especially with the Mandalorians. If you've seen Star Wars Rebels, you already know that alliance doesn't last forever. This could be where things start to fall apart. And then there's the big moment, Maul versus Morrow. It's a duel between two very different styles. The Ingisters uh, spinning double blade versus Maul's original skill based weapon. It's not just action, it's clash of philosophy. And Maul clearly has the edge. Finally, the biggest tease comes at the end. Marok reports to a mysterious hologram calling them My Lord. That opens the door to some major possibilities. Darth Vader, the Grand Inquisitor, or even Emperor Palpatine. But realistically, Vader makes the most sense given his control over the Inquisitors during this era. Overall, these episodes are packed with detail, but none of it feels wasted. Every little detail makes lot of sense. Overall, and that's what makes this small Shadow Lord stand out. It's not just throwing in Easter eggs for the sake of it. It is done to tell them a richer Star Wars story. Thank you for watching. Bye.